Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. When I despair, I remember that all through history the way of truth and love have always won. There have been tyrants and murderers, and for a time, they can seem invincible, but in the end, they always fall. Think of it always. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Where there is love there is life. Whenever you are confronted with an opponent, conquer him with love. Truth never damages a cause that is just. The day the power of love overrules the love of power, the world will know peace. Whatever you do will be insignificant, but it is very important that you do it. It is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. There are people in the world so hungry, that God cannot appear to them except in the form of bread. To believe in something, and not to live it, is dishonest. What difference does it make to the dead, the orphans and the homeless? Whether the med destruction is wrought under the name of totalitarianism or in the holy name of liberty or democracy? Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. It is easy enough to be friendly to one's friends. But to befriend the one who regards himself as your enemy is the quintessence of true religion. The other is mere business. Action expresses priorities. To call woman the weaker sex is a libel, it is man's injustice to woman. If by strength is meant brute strength, then, indeed, is woman less brute than man. If by strength is meant moral power, then woman is immeasurably man's superior. Has she not greater intuition? Is she not more self-sacrificing? Has she not greater powers of endurance? Has she not greater courage? Without her, man could not be. If non-violence is the law of our being, the future is with woman. Who can make a more effective appeal to the heart than woman? Each night, when I go to sleep, I die. And the next morning, when I wake up, I am reborn. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. Man often becomes what he believes himself to be. If I keep on saying to myself that I cannot do a certain thing, it is possible that I may end by really becoming incapable of doing it. On the contrary, if I have the belief that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it even if I may not have it at the beginning. To give pleasure to a single heart by a single act is better than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. The future depends on what you do today. I shall conquer untruth by truth. And in resisting untruth, I shall put up with all suffering. I shall not bear ill will toward anyone. I shall not submit to injustice from anyone. I shall not fear anyone on earth. I shall fear only God. Let the first act of every morning be to make the following resolve for the day. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. Your habits become your values become your destiny. Your words become your actions become your habits. Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words. I will not let anyone walk through my mind with their dirty feet. God has no religion. Hate the sin, love the sinner. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. I like your Christ, I do not like your Christians. Your Christians are so unlike your Christ. Prayer is not asking. It is a longing of the soul. It is daily admission of one's weakness. It is better in prayer to have a heart without words than words without a heart.